How far ahead should businesses plan?
I think that depends on the size of the business. If you're a business that has a commitment from a client for 3 years, you have a 3-year contract, it makes sense to have a 3-year plan because you can project forward those revenues, you know that relationship will be in place, and you can make some assumptions about what you need to do as a business in order to deliver the requirements of that contract. But I think for a lot of other businesses, 3 years is a long time. For a lot of smaller businesses, new businesses entering the market, especially in technology, for instance, when who knows what trends are going to come into play next month. New software, new platforms. You really can't have a 3-year plan. For me personally, I like the idea of a 3-month plan because it feels very manageable. I'm not guessing. And I think that is the problem with business planning. It can sometimes be business guessing.
What are the best business plans you know?
I think the best business plans are ones that are simple and flexible enough to take into account changing markets and changing situations. Any plan that is too fixed or too set in stone becomes very unwieldy because it can't accommodate economic changes, market changes, technology changes.
Can you think of a business plan that failed?
Yes, I think there are thousands of business plans that have failed because you're not always going to get it right. Entrepreneurs and business owners cannot predict the future. And I don't think that's a bad thing that the business plans fail. I think it's important that we as entrepreneurs learn lessons. And if something's not right, we can adapt it. So I think failure is not a bad thing. I mean, I can think of an entrepreneur I met recently who has set up a very successful international web-based business where entrepreneurs and startups can create business cards very cost effectively. Now, when he was planning that business, he planned a previous version of it, and the previous version failed. And it was his lessons that he learned in that failure that led him to create version 2, if you like, which has been enormously successful. And I said to him, well, could you have ever anticipated or planned for what is the success now? And he said, well, no, because I was focused very much on something else. But I learnt my lessons, it didn't work, and now we created something else. So great. He is a success because he failed, that's fine.